You're listening to the Westminster Canterbury Tales podcast, creating community to foster joy and well-being. Thanks for listening.
Spoiling the pleasure of Christmas surprise. This is Jean Bowerman with my story. Each year, a few weeks before Christmas, I went with my family to Kansas City, the big city closest to our moderate-sized town of Joplin. The stores were dressed in their finest and holiday sparkle, and joy was everywhere downtown. We had stayed in the Mulebach Hotel from the time I was quite young. It was a palace of wonders, where the elegant oaken paneling, the fountain in the center of the lobby, and the birds in gilt cages around it gave it an otherworldly air. I had a room of my own, a room that was really a lounge attached to my parents' room with its dark paneling, a small closeted mirrored bar, velvet seat cushions in the window that looked out on a large winking neon cat atop Cat's drugstore, a fireplace that seemed to me a huge marble bathroom. In the elegant terrace grill below the lobby, I danced with my father, my Mary Jane standing atop his wingtips. Lovely memories, those. Looking back, there was definitely an Eloise at the Plaza element to my stays there. I knew all the bellboys and the kind man who staffed the magazine and candy counters, the elevator operators. It was a magical place. The stores were the other magical places until I was a callow teenager who found it all a little tedious. But the stores were magnetic, and on this one Christmas when I was 7 or 8, we went to Hartsfeld's, a close copy of New York's now extinct Best & Company. At Christmas time, Hartsfeld's brought in a small, tantalizing selection of toys. This particular year, there was a collection of extraordinary dolls. I was drawn hard to a pair of twins, soft and rubbery and wrapped so sweetly in pink and blue blankets. With 3 change-into outfits, I was in love, obsessed with these beautiful 10-inch babies. My mother detested soft, squishy things of any kind, and her reaction to this adorable pair was a genteel revulsion. So I knew they'd never show up under the Christmas tree on Christmas morning. Somehow I realized, after we'd come back home, the twins had come too. I did not remember how I figured that out, or found out where they were, but I was thrilled. They were stowed away in Imogene's closet. Imogene was the amazing, loving woman who ran our household. I loved spending time with her, and we did those forbidden things that included reading horror comics, allowing cookies and milk in bed when my parents were out, and eating my favorite weenies with lots of sauerkraut for dinner. So what spoiled that whoop of joy and surprise on Christmas morning? I had worn away the newness and delight that the twins should have brought with them. When I snuck into Imogene's closet over and over and brought them out to play with, the tantalizing threat of discovery hovering close every time I held them. When the big day dawned, I did not even want to go downstairs. I felt sick at my stomach. I did come down and found the twins carefully placed so I'd see them first. I wanted to cry, but I didn't. After breakfast, I could not stand it any longer and confessed. My father got up from the breakfast table and hugged me. He said what a sad tale this was, especially sad, because I had erased that Christmas morning surprise and wonder, but even sadder, the special waiting that was almost better than what I'd been waiting for. Life lesson painfully learned, I never sought out Christmas hiding places again, and look forward to this very moment, to that wondrous feeling, the anticipation of a good thing to come.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of the Westminster Canterbury Tales podcast. Thank you for listening.